While we're talking about the Omicron variant, how numbers are shooting up in UK, as a traveler from my personal experience, I can tell you that it's getting hard and perhaps very difficult to get a hotel booking or a resort booking. Looks like India is on a move once again, and fingers crossed that we don't get Omicron virus spread. So how is the winter or the holiday season of 2021 different from 2020? Is it back to business? Are numbers looking as strong as what they were, let's say, in 2019? To discuss that and all that and much more, it gives me great pleasure to bring on board Mr. Kavinder Singh, Managing Director and CEO of Mahindra Holidays. Hello, Mr. Singh. Long time. Hope all is well with you. As a traveler, I'm finding it difficult to get a room in a resort or a hotel room. Looks like India is on a move once again, and so far, touch wood, the Omicron virus has not kicked in any kind of a cancellation. What is happening at Mahindra Holiday Resorts? Book to capacity, book to brim?
At Mahindra Holidays and Resorts, we have seen great momentum in October and November. We were at about 79% occupancy. If I look at December, we are hovering at about 84-85%. And actually, if I look in the next few days ahead, a couple of our resorts are above 95%. So yes, we are running full almost. And even if I look into January and February, we see good business on books. However, as you were mentioning earlier, the Omicron variant is something that we need to watch out. But as of now, we have seen no effect on our business as yet.
You do have members, largely NRI audience, who come to India to spend time with their family, and then I've often seen that they like to enjoy the Mahindra holiday hospitality. What is happening to that business? How large is that business? Because traveling back to India this time is going to be difficult.
That's a business which is not very big for us. Ours is largely domestic, and yes, there are friends, family, relatives who come, and even some members of ours are abroad. And we have seen that in Kerala, despite the COVID infections that we are seeing, a lot of people from Kerala, from Middle East, have come into Kerala and have been enjoying holidays in Kerala. So our Kerala occupancies are also not that low. So at an overall level, this is not a big part of our business. But in Kerala, we are seeing movement from Middle East into Kerala, and people are still holidaying.
Customers enjoying your hospitality, India is on a move, travel starts again. But the real growth for Mahindra Holiday comes in when you start adding more members, when that number becomes from single digit to double digit. Has the new membership addition, has it normalized? Has it gone back into double digit?
So the good news is that in the September quarter that we finished, we added about 3,943 odd members, which was higher than the September 19 quarter. So we are anyway above pre-pandemic levels in terms of member additions. We expect this quarter to be no different. We are seeing momentum there as well. And as you know that we have, three types of products that we have, which is a 3-year product, a 10-year product for seniors, and as well as a 25-year product. So we are seeing momentum in all three, and we expect to be above the pre-pandemic
business. And I'm purely addressing the shareholders and our viewers here who are interested in investing in your stock or already invested in your stock. It's easy for us to understand what hotels are doing. You add up the number of rooms, look at the average, and then you perhaps are able to arrive at a revenue line. But in your case, there are memberships, there are footfalls, there are business which you will get from your fee income also. How should one look at Mahindra Holidays business in the light of what has happened in the last 12 months?
Great question, and I would be very happy to answer this. And this is a question that I would like to, sort of in some way address the investors in our stock as well as people who are potential investors. I think if we have to look at Mahindra Holidays, we have to first understand that we are not a traditional hospitality business. Our business is fundamental to the fact that we, are a club. And in the club, the memberships must, as you rightly mentioned, we have a membership fee income. Membership fee income is spread over the entire tenure of the membership. So for example, if it's a 25-year membership, it has to be spread. If I get 100 rupees for my membership, only 4 rupees I can account, 96 gets pushed into the deferred revenue. Just to let our viewers know that our deferred revenue is above 5,000 crores with only 600 crores of cost sitting there. So which means 4,400 crores of unbooked profits is there in our balance sheet. So since I recognize only 4% income for most of my sales, the costs have to be recognized upfront. So it's the most conservative accounting as per the latest Ind AS 115. So that ensures that we are accounting costs upfront. Very little costs are deferred, the direct costs, and the income obviously is under-accounted in the sense we are only accounting for 4. So under is a wrong word, but it's the right. Vacation ownership income also has an upgrade income. We also upgrade our existing members from blue to white to red to purple season, purple being the peak season and blue being the off-peak season. That's again an income that you will see in the vacation ownership income. And that's something that is right now in the last, if you look at few quarters, have been growing at about 8-9%. The other very important piece for our income is the resort income. As you rightly use the word footfalls, the more people travel into our resorts, we get higher resort income. Just to let your viewers know, 50 crores was the income in a quarter, or in this quarter in September, versus 44 crores was for roughly the same room nights, which means people are spending more at our resorts. So what is important is to see the resort income, is it growing? And that will grow for 2 reasons. One, when people spend more money at the resorts, when they are happy with the services that we provide, and also the fact that we are adding to the resort. So same resort sales for us, resort income growth at 15% CAGR over the last 5 years has been very healthy, and we expect very, very similar levels. So resort income growing, vacation ownership, membership fee income growing, these are in some manner leading to annuity streams of annual fee income. So there is an annual fee income, which is the annual subscription fee income, which has also been growing at about 5-6% on a CAGR basis because that's adjusted for inflation. And the last income is the interest income, because there are some membership fees there are some memberships that we sell where people want to buy on EMI, and we fund those EMIs and we get an interest income as well. So these are the 4 fundamental streams of income. Obviously, considering the fact that vacation ownership income is in some manner an annuity income, accrual income, so is the annual fee and so is the interest income. 90 to 95% of our incomes are predictable. And that is why if you really look at our profit growth as well as cash, and this is where I bring to another very important part, please do look at the free cash flow that we generate. We generate on an approximate basis of 200 crores rupees of cash. And by the way, the last 12 months also, we have maintained our track record, and we hold 1,041 crores of cash in our books.
Right. Kavinder, I'm very curious to know, have you managed to find a New Year booking, or are you also struggling to find a room?
The real truth is that we are trying to ensure that we have New Year for all of our members, which goes off very, very well. And I plan to celebrate my New Year at home. I'm not planning to go to any resorts. You're right, I did not get the booking, and we are ensuring that our members have a great time.
Who would have thought that the big man himself at Mahindra Holidays wouldn't get a booking? But anyway, I just wanted to quickly know, what are the top destinations within the country and abroad now that Europe as well has begun to open up, that people are fleeing to?
So as far as destinations go, in India, the eternal favorites are Goa. Of course, Rajasthan is doing very well at this point of time. All our resorts in Maharashtra are doing extremely well, and we do notice that there is a bit of a, because in Himachal, because of the winters, there is a bit of a, it's not 100%, but we are there almost 85-90% there too. Kerala, as I mentioned, because of the infections, are slightly lower than what I would have expected, but generally speaking, most of the destinations, whether you take Goa, whether you take Maharashtra, whether you take Gujarat, Rajasthan, and upper north, the bookings are healthy and occupancies are healthy. If I were to look at outside the country, I think Maldives and Dubai, these are the 2 destinations which are really doing extremely well, and even our Dubai resort is doing very, very well. Yes, in Finland, where we have huge, operation, as you know, we have a company in Finland, Sweden, and Gran Canaria, Spain. The Finland occupancies in November were not very good. Part of the reason is it's not a season for them. But the winter season in Finland kicks in from mid-December onwards, and we should see momentum there, barring, of course, this Omicron-related scare, if any. But yes, Europe is a little bit right now, concerned about the spread of the Omicron, and that's a concern that we are seeing in the European destinations.
Okay, so those are the top destinations. Yes, you can't find a room. I don't know if I should be saying this on TV, but I called almost every uncle, auntie, and I finally managed one for my family for 3 days. But taking this conversation forward, the fact that people are now going to go back to the office, what is it going to mean for Mahindra Holidays and companies like yours with this work from the hills phenomenon, work from the
Nayantara,
beach
I just heard
phenomenon?
you that you're going, but
Staycations business.
yeah, Nayantara, I heard you're going, but where are the holidays? Who's approved them?
You did.
I don't remember.
Okay, now you can approve it.
Okay.
I have a mail trail. Hello, it's a long queue.
See, Mr. Singh, what is going on?
I started the email first. But I have a room. You guys don't have a room. Maybe we have more powerful uncle aunties that we know, Nayantara.
Mr. Singh is on the show. Maybe we can reach out to
मेरे
him.
पास mail.
And even though I'm saying Mr. Singh is on the show, he's not speaking anything.
No, I'm there very much. I'm listening to the banter that's going on.
No, I'm saying that in case there's a hotel booking request, we can go to Mr. Singh. He's not responding
Yes.
to that comment of mine.
As far as I'm concerned, we have a very transparent booking system, and we all believe that during these times, when people are wanting to get their first choice, sometimes the first choice may not be available, but there is room available in some resort of ours for sure.
But Mr. Singh, the demand is there, but is pricing back? Because ultimately we may say, okay, that many hotel rooms or resort rooms are booked, but are they at an attractive rate at which you are actually adding substantial benefits to your operating to your bottom line?
So, Nikunj, what happens in our business is that we do not sell our rooms in the market. Just about 4-5% of the rooms would probably go to the market subject to last-minute cancellations. So we obviously gain the pricing power during these times when we put out the rooms, those 4-5% rooms in the market, and that's not a very big revenue for us. But the best part is that when members are able to enjoy their holiday in these peak times, and when they know that the hotels are charging, exorbitant rates, and being members, they are able to enjoy holidays without paying anything for the room. That's the huge USP that we have, which helps us to get more referrals, and that is what fires up our membership additions, and that is what is actually the key source for us to grow on a sustainable basis. And that is what I was mentioning earlier, and that is why if you look at our 5 years PBT CAGR ratio, it's about 23-24%, because ours is about consistency and not taking advantage of the situation in the market. Having said that, seeing the inflationary pressures, we have increased the prices of our membership as well.
All right, sir. Really appreciate your time. So glad you could join us, and wish you a wonderful 2022 ahead.
Thank you.
Gangan Banga joins us now.